So Caden, he's our firstborn son, and yeah, I guess my idea of what raising kids and being a dad, I just thought everything was going to be great. I thought the hardest part was going to be changing diapers. We were in for a lot with Caden. He had acid reflux as a kid, so he projectile vomited literally on everything, marked all of our couches for years, and yeah, it was really hard.
My dad was always trying to teach me something. He always had very high standards. So when we went out to ride my bike, he would be like, all right, get on there. You don't need training wheels. Let's go. And we would ride my bike down the hill, and I crashed every time. But because my dad was so determined that I could ride a bike, I would be riding a bike. My dad has one hobby, and that is solving problems. As soon as he wakes up in the morning, his brain starts cranking about what problems he can solve. And ever since I was little, he's always been helping me. All right, Caden, here. This is what we need to work on today as a person, and this is how we can get better. So whenever there's a problem with whatever I'm going through, my dad is great at saying, hey, that's a problem, we need to work on this. And he's always loving when he does it, and he's always helpful, and he does a great job.
When we started StoneWater Church, we started with a son who had cancer. So Carson had cancer when we first started. Lisa was at the hospital on a regular weekly basis, sometimes daily basis. I'm trying to start the church. We have Carson, we also have Caden at the same time. So I kind of took Caden, Lisa kind of took Carson. Soon after the church was started, we became pregnant with our third child. And yeah, it was just some really tough times during that time.
We've always done hard things as a family, and every time something hard happens, we're always brought closer together. And obviously God does that on purpose. And it was hard, and my dad, he was always there for us. He led us through it best as anyone ever could.
So being a dad, I always feel like I'm not a great dad. Like I look at other dads and think, man, they're way better at this than me. And when I was asked to do this video, I just thought, man, you should get somebody who's really good at this. When God called Lisa and I to adopt 2 kids from Ukraine, I just remember telling Jeremy and the other staff, I just remember just crying one day at the office and just pouring out my heart. And they had no clue. They thought I was confessing sin. They had no clue what the heck was going on. But I was just telling them, man, I don't feel worthy for God to call me to adopt more kids. I didn't feel like I was doing a great job with the 4 kids that I had at the time, and for God to call us to do something like this, like I just thought, hey, God, you got the wrong guy here. But through that adoption process, man, God just really taught us that yes is really what He's asking for. Like He's not asking for you got to have your life all figured out. You got to be the best of the best to do this or that. Throughout the Bible, we just see that God's looking for people who are faithful. And yeah, I remember being out in public and all 6 of our kids, they were playing together. And I just remember saying to God, God, I got a lot of things wrong being a dad. Like I got a lot of things wrong. Making bad choices, not being there, just whatever a dad might say. I just remember thinking, God, I got a lot of things wrong being a dad, but I got that thing right. And that was a time that just made it all worth it to say, yeah, God, like I said yes, and you showed up and took care of all the rest of the stuff.
If today was the last time I could ever tell my dad anything, I would thank him for always setting the precedent in my family. We kind of have a unspoken motto in my family, and that's that we always do crazy things for God. We moved to California. We started the church here. We started churches in California. We adopted kids from Ukraine. We're starting new destination churches. We're then going to start ministries in Israel and a whole bunch of things in between. And my dad's always said, this is what God has called us to do. This is what we're going to do. And as a family, it's made us be a family that does whatever God calls us to. And that's a special thing for me.
Caden, Mom and I love you so much. I love you, and I am so proud of you. We're proud of you because of the man that you are. We love that you're marrying Morgan. Like, she's phenomenal. Y'all are perfect together. God created her just for you, and He created you just for her. As you start out on your marriage, hey, I just want you to know that we love you and we're proud of you. Our love is not based on your success, but our love is based on you're our son, and you're always going to be. So, man, love the Lord like crazy. Do everything that He's called you to. And, man, we can't wait to see all that God has in store for you, your marriage, and your family.
Dad, thank you so much for everything you've done for me through the years. I would not be the man I am today without you and without everything you've taught me. I love you, and thank you very much.